Welcome. I'm Curmudgeon. We're outside Iverstead. We're in the midst of the quest Lost to the Ages. We're searching for the third of the fourth Ethereum shard. Now, we've found the two in the locations on the far left of the map there. The one in Arkanthams and the one up number 2 at Dark Folk Crossing. Right now, as I said, we're in Iverstead, which is about in the middle of the map, give or take, in the lower third of the middle of the map. You know, it's close to the throat of the world. It's at the foot of the throat of the world, on the right hand side and on the east side of the bottom, the base of the foot of the throat of the world. As you know, and of course, anybody that's bothering to watch this knows a great deal more about this game than I do. So, and we're more than likely we're headed to number 4, not number 3. Number 3 is Ralbathar. Number 4 is the storage room of Mazund, which, as you can see on the right hand page at the bottom, they call the storage site. Now, I came here using, there's Iverstead back behind us. I came here using the roads, but frankly, I have difficulty from this point forward using the roads to get to Riften. I find it easier to use this river. The river will take me directly to Lake Honrick, which is the lake of course right outside Riften. That's a lake that actually impinges into Riften. There's that, I don't really know what it's called, that lower part of Riften down there where you walk around and there's water down there. I'm sure it has a name, but I don't know. I can't recall what it is. One of my benefits of being 69 years old and losing my mind. Slowly but surely it is drifting away from me. I feel it on a regular basis as I become more and more unable to bring up a vocabulary word, for example, is one of the things that I feel the most. I've spent a good deal of my life working on my vocabulary. I think there's a thing that happens to people. It's perhaps a karmic thing. Where that thing of which you are most proud, that thing in which you take the most pride, that thing in which you've spent the most time, effort, money, be the thing which will be taken from you by life, by the fates. I mean, it's already happened to me. Um, you know, I met the woman of my dreams eventually after a failed marriage. Now, if Patricia ever happens to wander across this, I don't mean anything bad by this, Patricia. Patricia's my first wife, and overall, she's a good woman. We should not have gotten married. We were not right for each other. But she was basically a good woman. Now, don't get me wrong. There were some things that she did for which I can never forgive her. They were simply unforgivable, and I think she probably is aware of that, or at least I certainly hope she is. But she was a good woman, certainly a good, very good cook. She was a cook in the old school. She could use menus, and she could use a menu and cook anything she chose to cook, but she also didn't need a menu. Menu is not the right word, right? That's the wrong word. Yep, there I go again. That's the wrong word. The word I should have been using is recipe. Yep, recipe, right. She had the ability to simply put together the correct ingredients to make something. Well, you made it to freedom. I'll let you go. I want salmon, but I'll take you and you. Thank you. Can't shoot from the water. The going places, walking places in Skyrim is a great opportunity. Anybody, whenever you have to go somewhere new, you should always look on it as a great opportunity, not as a chore. Because Skyrim is, in my estimation, hugely overpopulated with resources. And so as you're walking, you should be collecting resources. Because especially in the early game, you're going to need these. You'll need them for alchemy, for smithing, for enchanting. Unless, of course, you don't care about those things, in which case you don't need them. But the crafting is, to me, it's part of the game that I enjoy the most. I've learned to play the game in such a way that the part of the game that I enjoy the least, which is the fighting, I've already solved part of that. I've got my weapon. Um,
Leave me alone. I don't have time for this
I've got
foolishness.
Zephyr, which is my weapon. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to use other weapons because I'm going to take single-handed, double-handed. Of course, I guess you don't use weapons for magic. You just use your magic or magicka. Took me a while to get into the. I'm not a game player per se. The only other. I'm a Civ player. After Sherry died, I played Civ. I started with Civ 2 and continued until Steam, which is the evil empire as far as I'm concerned. They are everything that's wrong in the business of gaming is embodied within the company, within Steam, the company Steam. They're evil, they're bad, they ruined Civ when I don't remember, I guess it was 5, I guess, was that it? Yeah, because 4 was a great game. I played 2, as I said, then went to 3 and then to 4. Then I guess it was 5 that relied on Steam. Steve, they went to Steam eventually, and they took a world builder that worked wonderfully and seamlessly with the game and screwed it up. And it was, as far as I'm concerned, that was all Steam's fault. And, what can you say when you've got an evil company and of course, obviously, some of the fault has to be with the publishers of Civ that let them do it. I mean, obviously, some of the fault has to lie with those folks. But back when Sherry and I had a company, we've dealt enough with business partners to know a lot about how that goes. We eventually learned, we made a rule eventually and our rule was pretty simple: no more business with other companies. We did business with other companies, but we either worked for them or they worked for us. There's another one. Okay, I think that gives me 3 now. That's enough to get good and started with the gardens. So now I have both canis root and imp stool. So now when I get back the next time to the house, I can plant the garden. Okay, now I need to go to that? That's one I just got. Okay, let's go to the... Let's go ahead and identify this farm here, a house. Mary Fair Farm. And now the stables at Riften. That will enable us to get to Riften again without having to actually come to Riften. Riften Stables, there we go. Now we head north. And oh, it's good. That's good. My mind just did a reset because I don't remember what I was talking about. That's a pretty common occurrence for me. I have no memory whatsoever of what I was talking about. Young people, of course, they don't believe this sort of thing will ever happen to them.
What was that? Looks like we got ourselves a hero.
And here we are at Shore's Stone. The Empire is doing a really piss-poor job of keeping things straight. I mean, here's a guard right here.
Guard might get nervous. A woman approaches with her weapon drawn.
Yeah, a guard might. I mean, there's a fort bestriding a main road just south of a major city. And it's populated with bandits. I mean, that's... It's not the only... It's the only fort in Skyrim that's like that, but it's not the only road that's like that. There's another road in Skyrim that has a bandit camp. Across the road. Bandit camp is perched completely across the road. Oh wait, we've already been there. We were out there. I just didn't show it to you very clearly. I went around it so far away from it that I'm not sure I even made any effort to identify it. It's out by Dragon Bridge, not too far from Dragon Bridge. mine up there. Let's see if this rascal made me sick. Nope. Now I hesitate to, whoa. Thank you, wolves. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. The more you help me out, look at that. I have a dwarven symbol right there, which means I'm very close.
All right, hand over your valuables, or I will gut you like a fish.
Let's see, I can short circuit by saying I don't have time for
Don't
this.
you walk away from me. Never should have come here.
I missed. How can you miss at this range?
Enough!
Enough, indeed. Khajiit. Furry little rascal. And usually those are in, there's the second one. Usually these are in pairs of two. And there's a path up the mountain that'll lead to something. They always lead to something. Usually pretty cool. Whoa, that last little tug on the stick there brought me way too high. That was bad shooting. Bad shooting. Alright, let's go up. Up the hill, up the hill. Level again. I really dislike that term, level up. That's irritating to me. An abuse of the English language.
There you are. Give me a hand with this door, would you?
It's odd. You can really kick butt when you're fighting the bad guys, you can't pick a lock. Okay, fair enough. And there we go.
Thanks again for all your help. That's what, your third? All right, only one left to go. I'll meet you there.
Okay. Meet you at Rolbathar. Let go, let go. There we go. Yes, I don't know how much weight I'll be able to carry. What is over there? Anything over there? Don't know. Alright, let's go in about here. Alright, now there's another lock over here we can unlock. Always unlock every door, every lock you can. Whoa, that was easy. Okay. Okay, what do we got going on here? Everything's up here, isn't it? Okay. Dip, 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 dip. And in here, gold ring. Down here. And we're overweight. Okay. Alright, overweight. Alright, there's no place to put things, I think, out here. Well, there's that place, that thing, but I don't trust it. Okay. Lots of good stuff here, so let's go put it somewhere. And we'll make a decision on whether to come back later. Well, first thing we'll get rid of would be the cogs. Actually, all of them. Cogs we can get later. They're pretty much everywhere. That frees us up. We will not come back for cogs. Okay, what are we going to have here? How many dwarven metal ingots will we have? 56. 9 wolf pelts. Okay. Okay, imp stool. Okay. Now we start with our garden, which means we'll be able to start with alchemy pretty soon. Well, very soon, actually. Okay, now our weight is 66. That doesn't make any sense. Just that's causing it to be 66. Well, guess so. Okay. So next time we go back. Oh, let's go back now. And we'll head down and then we'll be ready to go first thing in the morning. We'll be ready to rock and roll. We'll go ahead down. Okay. So there we are. And we'll be ready to go.